Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Leo. If Leo is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. Okay, so our card tonight is the Emperor, which seems very fitting for Leo. Actually, come on down there. There you go. Okay, let's see what these tea leaves have to say. And so, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. Here comes TT. I don't know if I should trust her. The other night when I was doing my reading, she got her claw right in my lip, right as I was talking. Well, hi. And I will just say right off the bat here, I am still ailing, doing my best not to sniffle and cough and all of these things, but I have gotten a lot more sick since Christmas, and so I apologize if I do sound a little congested, because I am, and I can't hear anything either. My ears are very clogged right now. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have J-O right here. That is J-O, and we have Pudgy now. Okay, everybody's come to the table. All right, TT, you gotta go. Pudgy, come on, buddy. Come see me. Come see Mama. Come on, bud. All right, you can stay right there, I suppose. Okay, so we have J-O. Now, we also have, and this is the one I'm really interested in, is it looks like a tortoise with the head, and you can see the shell. Its little tail is out. And let's see. I'm going to try to get this up here so it doesn't focus on dear old Pudgy. And it looks like that it is eating some kind of plant over here. So I do feel like, Leo, you have kind of been taking your time to get to where you're going, right? I feel like there's been a sense in this last 6 months or so of kind of having not a lot of vision about where exactly precisely you're headed. I don't think this is a bad thing. You know, I think that we all come to these points in our lives where what was doesn't really make sense as much as it used to. We have to look forward and find, other things for ourselves. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Get over here. Come on, Pudgy. Pudgy. Come on, buddy. Come see Mama. Come on. I'm scared you're going to pull the whole curtain off of you. There you go, buddy. Okay, you got to go with TT now. You guys got to go find bed. Come on now. Okay. So, kind of trying to figure out, what are you doing? Where are you going? We all have to kind of reorient ourselves once in a while, right? And I think that's what's been going on. And you've been taking your time, which I think is important. I think that you have, even if it felt like, I need to figure this out. Maybe I'm starting a different job, or I want to move somewhere. I want to study something else. Maybe a relationship, you're trying to make decisions about that. It's getting more serious, or one is ending, or whatever it is. These are kind of bigger things in life, right? And I feel that, there are times where you have felt like, okay, I'm really like, I'm like screwing this whole thing up. And this is a Leo, right? Leos, y'all want to go fast, get things done, check the things off the list, the bucket list or whatever. Get your life into, alignment with what you had dreamed it to be. And so, this taking time maybe at times was kind of, agonizing. But I feel like you listened to yourself. You went at your natural rhythm here. And with that Emperor card, I'm really thinking like you are coming to the fruit of things. Things are coming together. You were right in taking your time. You were right in getting things kind of perfected instead of just rushing through them. Because I see that there is really a lot of opportunity coming up in this next period of time. I think that you are really going to find something for yourself that will be lasting. But not only lasting, I think that it'll be something very fulfilling. Something that makes sense to you. Doesn't have to make sense to anybody else, right? That's not important so much. What is important that you are doing something with your time. Hello, my love. That you are doing something with your time that is meaningful to you. Okay, so if this is like a work thing, doing something that, makes resources for you, of course, that's very important. We all have bills to pay, but something that you can live with doing. And I think that is kind of the blessing. And this can be applicable to any kind of core life thing, not just the working, but that's what comes to mind. So, let's see. Now, I also see we have, TT, you got your claws in me, honey. You can't do that. That hurts me. Do you know that? Okay, so we also have a person who is walking and has a bag here, kind of has a little cap or something flowing in the wind there, and arms up. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of almost a excited and jovial movement, not unlike the Fool, really, and so I see that there is kind of really this posture, this kind of mood of really letting go of kind of the constraints of other people's ideas for you. Also, the things that you have felt kind of, pressure on you, or, just that kind of oppressive thing, that nebulous thing that you can't always put your thumb on exactly what it is, but that it brings you guilt, it brings you shame. Sometimes it leaves you almost paralyzed into not being able to make a decision because you really just don't know what to do. Well, when we are able to move more freely, flow with things, and kind of go with our feelings, our desires, our emotions, and all of those lovely bits of self. So then, I think the journey becomes a little more exciting, a little more interesting, a little more worthwhile. And I think that we really are in this place of, maybe not merriment, but maybe like moments of really engaging with things that feel almost amazing, astounding. Like, oh, wow, I'm like really taken by this, whatever you see. You're walking down the street, see a beautiful piece of street art, and it's so interesting. And, you're just, it makes it, starts a whole line of thinking about whatever it is. And your mind, spirit, all of this is in line with how you were feeling in that mundane place, in this base reality. They're all kind of flowing together in a way that feels nice, right? It feels enjoyable. Okay, honey, you gotta go. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so the cats have blessed us. They're happy that we're on our way. We're on our way. Okay, so we do have the two mammaries, I guess I'll call them. So a sense of fertility, sure, sustenance, and kind of that divine mother energy. Okay, so there is really full and nurturing healing happening as well. I just feel like you are coming into a place where you were questioning yourself. You feel held by the fact that you kind of held out. You continued to follow your better judgment. And even when it felt really difficult and uncomfortable for you, you still went that way. And now you're coming into this place of things really working out in your favor. It's like all coming together. And I almost imagine it does. It feels like being held by that kind of universal mother, being doted over, being kind of congratulated, and told, you did a good job. You're so good at this and so wonderful, and so proud of you. These kinds of things. And as I'm saying this, I think that it's important for you to, and I've talked about this in some of my other recent readings, is the affirmations, but the internal dialogue, really spending some conscious energy on deciding to shift how we talk to ourselves. It can, especially when we are in places where we're not doing that great. Maybe we're failing at some things, and everything's not aligning in such a way where we're totally flourishing. It is easy to really start to get down on yourself and to say things to yourself that you wouldn't say to anybody else. Like, it would be kind of abusive. It would be really, out of pocket to talk to other people that way. And when you kind of think about how often do I say negative things to myself, things that are very hurtful, how many times a day do I do that? How many days of the week do I do that? All of this adds up, right? And so when we stop and we think about, how would I want to be spoken to, and I think of that universal mother. And if you know my readings, I'm very I am very attracted to the mother archetypes. Because probably I've become a mother, that's obvious, right? So there's probably that connection, but I always have had an affinity, and have really aspired to become an all mother to the people in my life. Somebody they could trust, somebody they could talk to openly, somebody who is going to love them unconditionally, somebody who is going to show up for them, right? And so I've also had to learn how to be that person for myself. It's been very hard. I struggle with it every day. Every day I do. But I remember, I am, what I am on the inside, it flows out of me, and so I have to treat myself well, because I want to treat other people well. And it might seem silly, cliche, but I'll tell you what, when you wake up in the morning and you really do look at yourself in the mirror and you say to yourself things like, you know, you are loved. I'm glad you're here. I'm very, very proud of you. Even if you don't succeed in your goals today, you've tried, and that's what's important. And yeah, it might be like, okay, that's cheesy. This is a millennial talking right here. And I am. Apparently, supposedly, I'm a millennial. I feel older than that, but I guess I am. But, you know, and people say, oh, we're the kids that we always got congratulated for everything we did. Well, maybe, I guess. I don't know, but I think it's important to congratulate yourself. I think it's important to support yourself. I think it's important to show up for yourself and love on yourself. Yeah, I do. It changes your whole glow. Changes the whole way that you talk to other people, feel about life. If you really do it over and oh yes, we're going to have bad days, of course. But it does change. Okay, let's see. We have a 2. We have, let's see. We have a person standing beneath a crescent moon, and we have 3 different paths here. So I feel like we do have that kind of night side energy. I feel there is a sense of kind of wishing into the night sky, praying into the night sky, being with the, the infinite. I think that there are probably some pretty heavy dreams happening. I think that you have some big decisions and some probably minor ones as well. But I do think that there are 2 shorter paths to take, but I don't think that they are as stable. We have 1 longer path, and it'll be more work. It will be kind of twisty, some ups and downs, but I do think that there's more longevity there. Okay, so the road to success, the road to your fortune, all of these things, I think sometimes we have to take the longer way. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but I do see on this path we also have 2 hearts. So there's love there as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to look at the Happier Me affirmation cards. And we will just flip through these ones. Stop where it feels right. It says, I am doing my best, and that is enough. Yes. We can grow only by accepting our current limitations. Time will bring new skills, but also limitations. And each time, we will do our best with what we have. Yeah, I like that. I also want to just bring up that as I was beginning this reading, I had the impression, this kind of feeling of something about peppercorn being really important for some reason. I almost feel like I almost feel like it's like a grandfather that had like a peppery cologne or cooked in the kitchen. It was a lot of pepper. But I feel like it's important for you, if you do partake in any kind of votive or, superstitious or ritual or, just like to put things out for the spirits. Maybe making a little bundle of peppercorn or pepper if you have fine pepper. Just putting it into, maybe folding it into some kind of cloth, or I must have been picturing like a coffee filter or something, but rolling it up, putting it in there, and either putting it like in a window in your room, or maybe beneath your bed, underneath where you sleep. And it seems like this is kind of an invitation for visitation, some kind of dream that you're needing to have. And now, let me just say, I don't know if these kinds of, I myself partake in these kinds of things. When I get the direction in my mind, my imagination to, use these kinds of votive offerings as keys to receive visions and such, I follow them. I don't know if this is, physically doing this really does anything, or if the action, the ritual of it kind of unlocks part of our psyche. Either way, it makes life a little bit more fun. Okay, Leo, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for spending this time with me. Come on, T. You can purr them out. And so, if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. It is free to subscribe. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do. I love hearing from you. I hope you all had a wonderful new year. And I really feel like this is going to be, a good year for all of us. I think it's going to be a year of a lot of self-work and movement into these deeper realms of self, and just the way the world is. I think that a lot of people are turning to the self-work, which happens when there's a lot of kind of conflict going on collectively. And so I think we take advantage of this energy and do, help the collective vibration by healing self and taking care of our local communities and our families and these kinds of things. So, I love you. We will talk soon. TT says, take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Don't get sick. It's not fun. So anyways, we'll talk soon. Say good night, T. Can you say good night? All right. Good night.